me, or does this seem like one of the most unhyped and boring UCL finals ever? I mean, I don't mean any offense to anybody, but it just seems like nobody is interested at all, because the excitement is absolutely not the same as it is before, every other UCL final. But anyways, nonetheless, this is a very small preview for the same, just looking at the position of both the teams and how the teams are going to be approaching tomorrow's game. For City, it's going to be winning that one trophy they've never held before, and they're also aiming for the treble, and plus this is going to be the most perfect farewell for Aguero if it happens. Whereas Chelsea have beaten City twice recently in the FA Cup semis and in another Premier League fixture. But do you think their form is consistent enough to hold a tactician like Pep in an UCL final? Both of them have equal motive and I think equal desperation, because Tuchel also wants to make up for last year's final loss against Bayern, whereas Pep has also been struggling since so many seasons to reach the final and win an UCL final, and it's going to end his 10-year drought also, because last he won in 2010 with Barca. So both of them have equal motive, but it's just going to be super interesting to see how it goes, because Chelsea has beaten City twice, and everybody is saying that they are going to have the psychological advantage heading into this game, heading into this final, because having beaten City twice before that, obviously. So they are definitely going to be a little more confident, yes, but you're forgetting it's Pep on the other side, and he would obviously learn from the mistakes he has made twice before, and I highly doubt he is someone who is going to let it happen for a third time. It was basically Chelsea's pace on the counter-attack that City wasn't able to hold in the previous matches. Werner, Ziyech, Mount, they have obviously tremendous pace, and that is how they conceded. That is how City conceded in the previous games. So Pep is going to have to find a solution for that. But at the same time, look at City's attack too. KDB, Sterling, he's not in the same form yet. I don't know what has happened to him, but like, even other than that, Aguero also, obviously, there's Torres, there's Gabriel, there's Silva, I'm obviously not going to forget Phil Foden, and they've also got this immense talented attack. And Chelsea's midfield has been doing a magical job. By midfield, I mean Kante has been doing a magical job, holding City's attack and also protecting Chelsea's defense at the same time. And Mendy has also helped, but those two were a little injury concerns, but I think they joined for training, so I think they're back. But for this final, it's just going to be like, can Chelsea hold City's attack long enough to, exploit some spaces and create counter-attacks? It's just that if Chelsea is able to do that long enough to do it, but Pep obviously might have come up with a solution to, not let that happen, because Chelsea are known for the set pieces, and the pace on the wings is something unmatchable. So it's just going to be that, but we'll obviously also see Ruben Diaz a lot in City's defense. He has been also absolutely magical, along with him, Ruben Diaz and Stones, or whoever they pair up with. So we're going to see, I think, a lot of Diaz as well. So I think, if City's defense is able to, manage that pace and counter-attack. And another two people to watch are going to be Foden and Mount. Both of them are the men behind Chelsea's and City's, few of their most dangerous and important attacks. And it's going to be super interesting to watch them go head to head, especially. Foden is also this super immensely filled with talent player. Like, he absolutely hugs the touchline, and he's the one who links up with the left backs and the midfields and all, with Cancelo, Gundogan and Rodri and everyone. Whereas Mount, on the other hand, he gets a little less chances that high, but he helps Chelsea a lot to get there. And since Tuchel, he's been one of the players who's created the maximum chances like that. Whereas Foden, he does not attempt the same one-on-ones as Mount, but he definitely has a higher success rate there. Whereas Chelsea's attack is also the best when Mount is on the ball. Foden seems like a more dangerous player than Mount, because he creates more goal-scoring opportunities, but Mount has also been Chelsea's engine. So it's going to be super interesting watching both of them then, who turns up more for their team. So that's about it for Chelsea's and City's key players. Whereas Tuchel and Pep are concerned, Pep is known to overthink his tactics a lot. He would have obviously learned from the mistakes he made in the previous two games against Chelsea, and he's most likely to not do the same thing again. But if he overthinks it too much and messes up the tactics or something again, we know Chelsea will get lucky enough to beat them in the final then. But whereas Tuchel is concerned, we've seen he gets very stressed out. And in the previous few matches, like their loss against Aston Villa and against Leicester, we saw how pressurized Tuchel was. And if again this time he lets the stress get the better of him in the final, he obviously knows what's at stake. But if he lets the same thing happen to himself again, Pep is going to obviously exploit that, and it's going to be super easy for City to win the finals. So it's basically just that we have to see tomorrow, which manager remains the calmest, and, whoever is successful in doing that and not letting, the stress get to them. I think their team is going to turn up, because if they overthink or stress out so much and, that much, I mean, not negativity exactly, but, that kind of aura and, that kind of atmosphere builds around for the players too. So it's like, whichever manager, whichever coach manages to remain the calmest, it is, that team will flourish obviously. And they just have to keep it like, pretty safe, plain, like very simply clinical tomorrow. And I think just that is how, they can get the best of their players too. So I think, yeah, that's about it. There is not much left to say. Whereas my prediction is concerned, City seem like the stronger, the more consistent team. Like they are more well integrated is what I feel. And their Cities are obviously like the favourites to win, and Chelsea are the underdogs for tomorrow's game. So I think if you only consider the strength-wise, I think City are more likely to win unless Chelsea get lucky, because that happens a lot. And if Chelsea get lucky, they're going to, which is also equally possible. But I think tomorrow it's going to be like a 2-1 or 2-0 kind of a win for City. Like I don't think I can like put money on my predictions at all, because I'm not that well versed or that attached to Premier League or these clubs. I mean, as what is with Real Madrid, but I mean, I don't even know why is that in the picture here right now. But yeah, anyways, City are the favourites to win, and I think I'm just hoping for a City win actually, because I just want Aguero to have that trophy once before he leaves, like with City. It's going to be the most perfect travel ever. And whereas another reason why I want City to win is I don't want Chelsea to win is because they knocked Real Madrid out, which I mean, like I don't know if it makes any sense or not, or like, I mean, just whatever, it's just something like just purely personal. But yeah, so I think hoping City win 2-0, 2-1, or like whatever, that's about it.